So starting out, Baki Chan's random select. He started with Teddy and Hyde, and Heroic Blade is getting Hilda and Neo. Well, I don't know if either of these guys can play any of these characters, so it's going to be really interesting to see what they have to throw out, if anything at all.
The opening act is all yours, young lady.
Letting the intros rock. Baki Chan going to start with Hyde. Right. And Heroic Blade getting the first hit. The 5AA combo into Neo. So it's always safe if you're playing a character that you don't know how to play and you don't know their combos, just go into the 5AA combo. It looks like that's what Heroic Blade is choosing to do. Baki trying to get some stuff started, not quite working out. It looks like Heroic Blade might have some pretty basic Neo combos. Baki Chan just trying to find his footing here. Now some items, gets Brad. It leaves Teddy. Up now, Heroic Blade drops the combo. Burst. Oh, he gets hit with 5 speed. He's gonna die. Alright, trying to set up the cross combo situation, but he didn't have enough bar for it. He can't force 2 resonance. One in. And Heroic Blade just going in with the wake up super. He's like, I don't know what to do. No one's dealing with whatever is coming. So Heroic Blade's gonna take the first match. Binder. Even though Heroic Blade won, they both have to random select again for the next match.
You might have taken this a little too seriously. You put them to bed before the main act.
Right, let's see what characters they get up next. Right, looks like Baki Chan getting Susanoo and Yosuke. And who is Heroic Blade gonna end up with? Oh, Heroic Blade ending up with Mika and Merkaba. No, I feel like that's actually a viable team. I don't know if he has experience with either of these characters, but I feel like somebody really played that team would actually be a good viable team. And same thing with Susanoo and Yosuke. Alright, let's see what they got. Getting started here. Right, and Baki Chan pressing the privilege of Susanoo button. He's hit with the 5B whole charge from Mika. He needs a nice 5C for Shovel. The DP out. We're going to see a lot of DPs, especially players playing characters they are unfamiliar with. Each of them just trying to find a hit somehow, some way. Alright, Heroic Blade again with the 5C, gonna spend the cash. Susanoo's almost dead. Forced to random tag. Baki Chan's going in with the Yosuke. Okay, we got some flips. Calling assist for the extension. The DP from Heroic Blade. EX run. Combo. And you get, 5C is the online unblocked play. Don't know how to play the character? May as well throw it out. Alright, Baki Chan is trying to figure out what to do with Yosuke. And then pressing the Susanoo button, gets push block. Hard play, like I said, going high AA combo. Simple, good damage. Like the random super. Baki probably gonna go into resonance now, try to rebuild some health. Since if he gets run, I don't know if he can convert this into super. Yes, he can. doesn't have any more meter. Just need to avoid. Get out. Gonna find some footing here. Nice block on the 5C. I push block to avoid the man grab mix. He gets hit for his troubles. Unfortunate. But Blade gonna take it up 2-0 so far over Black Chan. Well, I mean, obviously both of these guys are getting characters that they are quite unfamiliar with. So you're probably not gonna see a whole lot of high level play unless, you know, they happen to random select a character, at least one character that they know how to play. Fun though. Let's see who they get for the next set. Blackie Chan looks like he's getting I am Makoto, and interesting Heroic Blade getting Kiko and Azrael. I feel like if somebody actually knew how to play Yukiko and Azrael together, that would actually be a really scary. I don't know about Maya Makoto. I don't know what kind of things you might have. You don't see these two offering much less together. Azrael's kind of one of those characters where if you know him, probably make him work with anyone. Let's see. Alright, so Blackie Chan is going in, pressing the button. Our Blade trying to escape. Right, forced to burst. Right, now you gotta deal with those Slayer dashes. Rough on the mix. Right, he's gonna be out. Going in, pressing the button. Barely able to get a full combo. Throwing these balls. I'd like to see him get Makoto out. He's kind of bleeding. Force the raw tag. Right, and that Kiko assist does projectiles. No, the bounce didn't work. Punish that! Goes in a 5A. Nice 5K, not too bad. Finish way through the persona. Get side switch. He's kind of just trying to do some things with Mai. I don't think he really knows what to do. I'm just going to hit with the Azrael is good. Heroic Blade just throwing these fans. What a big 2 red burn trouble. He's gonna die. So Heroic Blade pressing the buttons on incoming. Ooh. Oh, that has armor! And Blackie Chan pressing the buttons on wake up. He didn't really know what to do. Heroic Blade also pressing the buttons and so Heroic Blade's gonna take it 3-0 Blackie Chan. So he's gonna move on. Blackie Chan's gonna go to the movie bracket.
I'll get around to you.
We'll see who we've got up next.
Your skills until then, and stay out of my sight.
Alright, so next up on stream, we're gonna have Mystery Racer and Reaver Child. Definitely these guys are definitely no strangers to the BBTAG Until tournament series. Of course, they both have some mainstay characters that they're not going to be able to just go straight to. They're going to have to be interest random select. Let's see what characters they get and see if they're ready. Looks like Mystery Racer. Okay, so Griever looks like he's getting. I know that Mystery Racer is actually comfortable with Hidachi as he normally plays Hidachi and Alpha. He does have at least. I do believe Griever has some understanding of Yumi. He normally plays Aegis and Ruby, but I believe I've seen him play Aegis Yumi before as well. Not 100% sure, but I guess we'll find out as things take place.
Let's just stick to the plan.
Righto, yep, roger that. Can't escape from crossing fate.
Mystery Racer backing it up. Griever going in, getting a hit. Looks like he might have an idea how to play Labras a little bit. Mystery Racer just backing up. It doesn't seem like he really knows what to do with it. Alright, throwing out the sparkles. And Griever staying away. Does not want to go in. Equally so. Alright, finds the punish on the burst. The GP, I'm sorry. Right, it's low. That's how you beat out Taker's armor as well. Do that. Good stuff. Gets hit with the Adachi assist. Oh, but not quite able to convert. He's gonna super through that. Doesn't want to deal with the miss. Both characters, Taker living on a prayer. Alright, he's probably gonna be able to kill Adachi here. Unless he drops the combo. Oh no! Mr. Eraser DP'd out and gets punished for it. To activate Resonance. And Griever gets sitting back on these Uni projectiles. Doesn't want to go in on Taker at all. He didn't want to. Oh, gets scooped up. It's gonna be a chunk of damage. It won't kill, but it's gonna hurt. Got about a quarter health left. Goes for the armor, so Mr. Your ACG or Griever DP's out. Then he gets scooped up again on the active switch in the Labyrinth. Both characters are bleeding now. Oh, it looks like Mr. Eraser tried to press a button on the way down. He was like, nope, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep this. Griever's gonna take the first game. So we're going back to the character select. And guys are gonna the random selected. Oh, okay. So Griever is getting you and Narukami, and Street Racer S and Link. So these are actually both really. I don't know if you guys have these characters, but it's definitely very interesting. Alright, so we're getting into it. We were starting with Narukami. He gets hit and switches right into Mew. Mr. Eraser trying to up some cross combo stuff. Super. Alright, Mr. Eraser's going in with S. You can tell Griever has no clue what to do with Mew. Mr. Eraser's just going in, pressing the button. This is the DP. He's looking overhead. Alright, Super for the happy birthday. Chase down. The thing is, even if you don't have an actual Narukami, as long as you have strict fundamentals, he's still a really strong character. Really good buttons, they hit really far, priority, the free fast, after resonance now. Chooses not to. Has to go for the instant overhead, doesn't quite work out, and Mr. Eraser eats his way out of the situation. But now it's going to be 1-1. Alright, so going into this game 3, they both ended up with Makoto, interesting. But Griever ended up with Naoto K, and Mr. Eraser ended up with Naoto S. Mr. Eraser has a very strong Naoto S. So this is actually really good for him. I think it's interesting that through the different random selects, he's gotten both of his main characters. So I kind of feel like this match might be in his favor. So let's see what Griever's got. They're both backing it up, and Griever chose to start with Naoto K rather than Makoto. Finding his way, getting these hits with the Makoto 5P. First, Alright, so Mystery Racer seems like he might have some idea of how Makoto works. He seems to be able to move around a little bit and to know her moves decently well. It looks like Weaver was trying to beat a bridge or something, but being unfamiliar with the characters, he did not recognize that he actually got a hit. Racer DP's his way out. It seems like Mystery Racer may have some idea how Makoto works, but it seems like he does have some combos. They hit on Naoto. Reversed out. This might punish Naoto. No, he's able to cross combo in time. Quite able to punish the super. Oh, right. And Griever goes for the 5C, but Mystery Racer doesn't fight, reacts with the super. Out. I'm gonna get the overhead. Right. He's able to kill Kodo. Like you said before, Mystery Racer is absolutely knows Naoto as and he absolutely used to seeing her in Griever's finding his way around me. This might kill. Oh, not quite. Racer with the wake up super. He's just laid down the trap and he's just gonna wait. Oh, and Griever wasn't ready for the air dash in, so Mystery Racer's gonna go up 2-1.
You can't run from my bullets. Makoto! Naoto! Win! The battle is just like an investigation.
Next match here, so Griever is ending up with Mitsuru and Wife, and Mystery Racer is ending up with Naruto K, and interesting that he got Ager twice so far in random select. Now the thing is Griever's two sword characters are good, but so he might be able to just kind of take advantage of those buttons and pressure Mystery Racer into making mistakes. So let's see how this goes. We're gonna press the 5A with Mitsuru at the start. And each of them just trying to find some kind of solid hit. And Mystery Racer doing basic combos but getting the damage. I approve. Nice DP plus assist. And you're forced to burst. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Press the privilege button. Right? He's super there to punish Taser. Oh, and he tries to do, but Mystery Racer was ready. DP. Pick up 5 speed from We're gonna go into resonance. And he's just gonna work his way in on Taser. Clearly he does not know anything. No way. Let's give his turn. Oh, he tries to go in with the dash and makes his super. Take a lot of damage. I think he's trying to find a safe way to get Naoto in, and he does it. Right, nice DP there from Griever to save face. Alright, Mystery Racer just going in with the DP. Being the DP from Griever back, and Mystery Racer just wanting to over.
Just when I think it can't get any crazier, it does.
Alright, so Mystery Racer is going to move on. See who we got coming up next. Right, I think I see Heroic Blade popping into the stream room right now. I think we might be having Heroic Blade and Tenlocks next. Yes, that is correct. We're gonna have Heroic Blade versus Tenlocks 26. Wait for Tenlocks to show up. Thank you guys for joining us and checking out the stream. We got this random select tournament to commemorate the 2-year release of BBTAG. So shout outs to that. Shout outs to Guzman Gaming for hosting. It's been pretty fun so far, seeing the random selects that everyone's getting. We're still waiting for Tenlocks. He'll be here in a moment. All right, looks like Tenlocks is finally here. We should be getting the next match underway here, so it should be just a moment. Looks like they're going through their random selects. It's the Heroic Blade getting Kanji and Blitz Tank. All right, so yeah, Heroic Blade getting Kanji and Blitz Tank, Tenlocks with Ragna and Blake. I definitely think that Heroic Blade might have the struggle team here. Agna and Blake, both very good characters, though Blake is one of those characters where you do kind of have to know how to use her. In order for her to be strong, Ragna's just got good buttons all around, so it shouldn't be hard there. Gets Tenlocks finding his way in to Blake. You can see he doesn't quite know the combos. Gets to hit with the Ragna 5P. Heroic Blade just trying to do random unblockables with the tank. You can see him struggling. I'm trying to get some stuff done with Kanji. Thought he could call out the burst with the command grab, but didn't quite work out. The wake up super. SCP from Tenlocks. Alright, and Heroic Blade just, pressing the armor normals with tank. Go super again. The Tenlocks is already in the air. Speed. Alright, he gets hit with the EX. And Kanji's gonna go down. Alright, tank's coming in. Very little health. He's a good hit. Alright, Tenlocks tried to peel it out, but didn't quite know the timing. And Heroic Blade not even bothering to go into resonance. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing with things. He's like, just kill him. So Tenlocks gonna take the first game. Alright, so we're gonna head back to the random select. Alright, so this time Heroic Blade ending up with Now It's Okay and Merkava, and did Tenlocks get? Hilda and Azrael. Oh wow, and Heroic Blade is opening up with a Phantom Pain. He's caught. Hilda is absolutely a character where if you do not play her, good luck. I think with Azrael, yeah, Tenlocks got kind of the raw end of the stick here with his picks. These are definitely like specialty characters. Like the people that play these characters name these characters and pretty much no one else. Yeah, Tenlock's definitely having a hard time. Take a GHC to punish the punish attempt. Alright, and Tenlock's with the wake up super. Still 4K there on Merkaba. Tell his unfamiliarity with Hilda's combos. Heroic Blade able to get the kill on Hilda. Now also getting the hit there on Azrael. Against the super. Alright, but Heroic Blade push blocks him out. They hit, so Heroic Blade gonna put himself on the board 1-1. Alright, so this time, Heroic Blade ending up with Heart and Yuzuriha, and Tenlock's ending up with Akihiko and Ruby. Akihiko and Ruby are considered to be two of the better characters in the game, and definitely well paired. Don't know if Tenlock knows how to play either of them, but we'll find out. Alright, so Heroic Blade found a hit. He was able to punish the burst with the 5P from Yuzu. Mox just going in, pressing the Ruby button. That's what Ruby does. Right, and Heroic Blade was flying around the homing cancel there from Heart. It's a nice little 7K combo there. Good stuff. And some flashes there with Yuzuriha. Tenlock's Ruby is almost dead, so he's going to want to get her out. Try to force the burst. And clearly Heroic Blade trying to figure out how to utilize Heart's homing dash. Oh, that was a punish! GHC, let Ruby rebuild some health. And the button's on wait. Who gets the punish on Ruby but doesn't quite kill her? Heroic Blade just trying to steal out this game. He does it with the DP. Ruby's gonna come in. Tenlock's gonna go straight into Resonance, but he's put in a sandwich situation. Nice block. Oh, and he finds his way out. Oh no, but he does another corkscrew. You know, he could have got a significant amount of help there on Riha, but instead, they eat a random super. He's gonna die. And Heroic Blade going into Resonance. Not with the grab, but not quite ready to convert it. And super. Oh, drops the combo in the very end. GG! Oh no, but Tenlock wasn't able to punish! And Heroic Blade clearly not understanding how the homing dash works. Trying to find his way in. And Mox staying on the other side of the screen. Doesn't even want to take the chance that he might figure something out. Lots of random buttons here. Heroic Blade able to seal the deal. I'm gonna go up 2-1. Right. The random select is underway. Heroic Blade gonna end up with Mika and Jubei, and Tenlock's gonna end up with Elizabeth and Fourier. Elizabeth is one of those characters where she's very weird character. If you don't know how to play her, it's gonna give you kind of a tough time. However, her assists are really good and basically work for anyone. So that could work out in his favor. Alright, looks like he's getting a little bit of stuff started here. Not too bad. Alright, Heroic Blade forces the DC out. Pressure. We get a nice little punish there on Liz. Get the first. Alright, Tenlock's getting some small baby combos here. Being with her Blade. They hit on Ori on Wake Up. Oh, goes for the Wake Up super, but Heroic Blade was ready with a GP on deck. To get some active switch stuff started. And able to really get too much pressure started. Heroic Blade out. Alright. And Heroic Blade is pressing these normals with Jubei. They're pretty strong, pretty fast. She's working out. The super off of the assist, the kill on Liz. Right, so Tenlock's gonna have Resonance Aurier. Gonna be Resonance level 1. Heroic Blade challenging in the air. Looks for the Mika command grab super and it connects. Gonna go ahead and get the kill and seal the deal. Heroic Blade's gonna take it 3-1 over 10.
You don't become one of the 6 heroes for nothing. I got years of experience on you.
Right, so let's see who we got coming up next here. So it looks like we might be having OTAD coming up with Philo 90, if I'm not mistaken. Has his pick already ready and set to go. Looks like he ended up with Labyrinth, and now we're just waiting for Lotad to appear. Alright, so everybody has their characters locked in. Looks like Messiah ended up with Kazama and Blitzpink, and Lotad ended up with Kumin and Jubei.
I'd rather not fight if I don't have to. The less work, the better.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Alright, he's just throwing out these unblockables here. Blocking but so look at let Hockey go a little bit. So he's on away. Feels so bad for anybody that gets his tank on their on their random select. Weird ass character. They look at the takedown tank. Dama coming in. I want to activate some resonance. They squeeze in there from Lopad. He has to resonance. Alright, gets a counter hit. So he converts to a full combo, yeah. Alright, perfect conversion. He's getting about 87k, good stuff. One more hit on Jubei and he should be able to kill. Have a whole lot of resonance left. Oh no, he gets the super on top of him, but he was able to block and Alright, so coming up into the second game, interesting, they both got Waldstein on their random select, but looks like got it.
It's this way for sure. Can't escape from
Okay, so it looks like Messiah ended up with Celica and Lotad ended up with Waldstein. Waldstein is very, very good. Has been ever since the new exception. Two changes here and there, but nothing. I feel like his changes might be a little bit better. Alright, and Messiah getting a nice more off there. Alright, now Lotad sitting back, going out the fireball on top. In. It's the DP. Getting nice punish. Akatsuki's a pretty good you only need to know a little bit. But he gets the unblockable. Messiah forces first. Oh, tries to super the DP, but doesn't quite work out. Grab. That's it. Alright, Lotad getting hit with the Waldstein forces. Get a nice little punish on Wall. Celica instead. And Messiah just going in. He's trying to get the hit. Any way that he can, nice and hit. Oh, and just took 5 keys. And Lotad, Akatsuki's Lotad can definitely bring this back. How's Resonance available? Level 4. And he has to get one hit on each character to kill. Tries to get it, but Messiah was ready with his reversal super. And he's going to set an extra meter to get the kill. That's going to bring it to 1-1.
Great work, Minerva.
Alright, so Messiah Lotad ending up with Aegis and User Riha. So I actually think that Adachi and Waldstein sound like a really big I don't know if Messiah has any Adachi experience, but it seemed like he had a little bit of a grasp. This is another one. I'm gonna need to talking to me. Okay. See, that's the thing about to know the documents probably it's not really hard to sandwich situation. As you can see, it's not really getting hit. Get the kill on, I guess. You see the wall. So, Tad's usually high, we think I'll do it, but, I have two pretty popular. Alright, nice speed up on the teleport. Alright, takes the cotton. Looking from the down. Too far to get the good again. Alright, you can tell Messiah is not really too keen on the confirm. No, Ty looking at something and then you have to half again. If you get the ground, but no. He's going to have first of both characters. Now I'm going to try to seal the deal on wall. Now he's chipping him out. Just happy birthday, so wall. Now you're going to come in, probably with the thing to Resonance. Oh, press some buttons for you. Just a spot, with the Resonance, with the Persona. Both of them just trying to get something going. Messiah might be able to close it out. Blue them done with Resonance. Oh, bait! Oh my gosh, low tap. Bait the grab. Nice. Is able to steal the deal. Kind of HP. So low tag now going to bring it up 2-1. Messiah. Is it still cutting out? Is it better? No. I think I was just a little too far away.
Get ready.
Alright, so we're going into this next game here. Messiah ending up with Akatsuki, but I'm forgetting this character's name. Akihiko, thank you. Messiah ended up with Akihiko and Heart, and then Lotad ending up with Eddie and Hilda. And Messiah going in. Looks like he might have a little bit of an idea how to use Akatsuki, or Akihiko. Why do I keep calling him Akatsuki? Right, and Lotad, looks like he's got some combos here with Teddy. Okay, good stuff. I actually think Teddy Hilda is a pretty strong combo. There's a Japanese player that plays this team, and it's definitely got some stuff. Lotad ready with the punish on the DP and the burst. So Lotad seems to really be doing some work with this team. Trying to find a hit, and not getting hit by it. Goes into the cross combo, doesn't have meter. Lotad DPs his way out. Probably going to want to switch Teddy out as he doesn't have a whole lot of health left. Setting up the sandwich situation, doesn't quite work out. Like getting the kill on Teddy. So now he's going to have to work his way back with Hilda. Alright, nice push block. Goes into the nail torrent again. Oh, and punishes the DP from Messiah. Right, so Messiah goes straight into Resonance. The DP. Right, Lotad forced to go into Resonance. He's his own. Gets the unblockable. Right, he can punish this, but clearly not ready, obviously. Doesn't really know the character that well. Snipe Hilda down. Lotad just putting out these supers, going for the air unblockable DPs. Working out for him. And gets hit by the 5C, doesn't really have the conversion. DP off the full screen super from Messiah. And I believe that is going to be 3 for Lotad. I think Lotad's going to take that 3-1 over Messiah. Alright, once again, guys, thanks for joining us for this BTAG Random Select All tournament to celebrate the 2-year anniversary of BBTAG. So, see, right now, Who do we have coming up? All right, so it looks like next up we have Avi 158 versus Razo Sharp. All right, looks like Avi is ending up with Izayoi and Yuzuriha, and Razo ending up with Celica and Ruby. Razo is a very good BB tag player. We've seen him in the BB and Chill series. We've seen him in the Big 8 tournament series. He does really, really well. I'm in top 3 very often, often taking wins, type of thing. So, definitely no slouch. And he has a lot of characters under his belt. So I have to assume that he probably knows at least one of these characters. I'm not really sure about Avi and what knowledge he may have with the characters that he got, but let's see how it goes. And Razo just going in, pressing the Ruby buttons. Pressing Avi to burst right away. It gets a nice snipe there on Celica. And it seems like Avi might have a little bit of an idea how to play Yuzuriha. He's getting some good snipes on Razo's assist calls. Able to convert into a little bit of damage. Just to know her buttons pretty well. This assist punish on the burst. He's gonna fight AA. This combo to do when you're unsure. Avi getting in there with the teleport there from Izayoi. Getting smacked up with the 5B from Celica. Right, nice assist punish on a burst. And Avi looking pretty good so far. Also getting the hit there with Ruby. So no, it's gonna be a punish and there's gonna be a lot of damage. So clearly knowing how to get good damage there with Ruby, but drops at the very end. Razo's got to be careful with these assists there from Celica. She doesn't have a whole lot of left, and just as I say that, she gets sniped out, so Celica's going to die. Nice blocks on the overhead from Avi. And Razo wasn't ready for the overhead from Izayoi. Avi, nice and simple, just going to go into super to get the kill. So Avi's going to take the first game over Razo.
I know how this ends. Now come. Such elegant swordsmanship. Please tell me.
Alright, so we're going back to the character select. Who they get this time. Okay, so this time Avi ended up with Makoto and Blake, Razo ending up with Akatsuki and Tager. Well, it seems like a lot of people are ending up with Tager. Their random selects. I think this is the third time we've seen Tager so far.
I learned all about tag team combat at the academy.
Voltage, hydraulics, all green. Revolution threshold exceeded.
Engine activated. Battle voltage achieved.
So let's see what we got. Also starting with Tager. He goes for the command grab plus assist at the very beginning. Nice block on the 5C. Right, Razo finds his way in with Tager, tries to get the conversion, but doesn't quite work out. Alright, Avi pressing those Blake buttons. He has some pretty good buttons. Long range buttons at that. A nice anti-air spark bolt. Alright, and Avi really taking advantage of the long range on Blake's 5B. Not the character too well, but you can see he can at least throw out that button and get small, easy conversions off of it. Good. Right, switches into Makoto. Razo with a nice command grab there. Tager. We'll block this. Or not. Alright, gets a nice little combo there. Punish the burst with the assist. Spend the rest of the meter? Nope. For the reset. Get a nice 7K. Just punished there on the Tatsumaki from Akatsuki. Ooh, a nice punish there from Avi. Akatsuki gonna go down, and Razo looking for the air super, trying to bait out a jump. We're not biting. Looking for it again. He's in for the punish. Nice little bit of damage. Oh, but runs into the Spark Bolt. Who's gonna be able to kill Blake? Okay, and Razo can actually do this. Avi backs up to give himself some space and find the resonance. Razo opting for a command grab. He was ready for it and gets the punish. And then gets a full punish. But then, as he's trying to set something up, he's hit with the Spark Bolt. Alright. Only needs one more hit. Whoever gets the next hit's gonna win this. Oh, wow, and Razo finally gets the jump super. We jump out. Razo now going to put himself on the board. It's going to be 1-1.
I've gotten a good look at your skills now. The way you tear across the battlefield really is worthy of the moniker Thunder God.
Right, we're going back to the character select. We're going to get our random picks locked in. Looks like Avi is ending up with Yosuke and Hazama. You see Yoshi's old team, also still Vivian's team. Razo ending up with Tager again, this time period with Weiss. This is the fourth random select pick that has ended up with Tager so far this tournament. Random select seems to really be favoring Tager. All right. Well, we're getting into it here. Again, Avi with Yosuke and Hazama, and Razo with Tager and Weiss. Looks like Razo's going to opt to start with Weiss at the start of this match. Rightfully so, as she does have a very good round start buttons. Avi's going to be starting off with Yosuke.
You can do it. I'm rooting for you.
Just leave it to... Hey, don't make me do all the work! I expect a fair duel. Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
All right, so Avi backing it up. That Weiss had the good buttons, didn't want to deal with that. All right, gets the run in to punish the ice charge. Razo trying to chase him down, doesn't want to let him take to the skies. It's caught with the Hazama 6P. Nice punish on the 2C Tager. He uses the 6P from Hazama to extend the combo. Looking out for the command grab there from Avi. The hit on Weiss. Doesn't get a full combo. And Razo with the TRM. Avi forced to switch out to Hazama. Razo taking advantage of those strong Weiss buttons to chase Avi down. The hit with Tager assist. Nice P. Hits with the Tager assist again. Spend the cash. He's in. It's gonna be the resonance version of the super. And it try to get the kill. Doesn't quite work out, but then gets the reset with the command grab. Was gonna go down. Nice super to punish the command grab attempt. Avi going into resonance. Hit with the armor there. DP from Razo. Oh, and converts off of the Weiss assist. This is gonna kill. Razo's gonna go up 2-1 over Avi.
Mission complete. Weiss, Tager, win. You finally understand? You're no match for us.
We're back to the character select. Alright, so it looks like Avi's ending up with Susanoo and Weiss. Sorry, Susanoo and S. And Razo ending up with Weiss again, and this time paired with Kanji. It's kind of interesting how so far in this set, Razo will get a character each time, and each time he goes back to random select, it's one of the previous characters he had the first time. So kind of interesting how that works out in his favor. I don't know if Razo has any Kanji experience. Also don't know if Avi has any O or S experience. But he's starting with S, so that would lead me to believe that maybe he does have an idea of how she works.
I shall test whether you were chosen. I expect a fair duel.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Let's see. We backing up. Some stuff started with Weiss, or S, I'm sorry. Also able to punish the DP attempt. Just pressing the Weiss button. Working out for him. Now that's the thing about Weiss is even if you don't really know how to play the character, her buttons are just so good that you can just kind of press them and bait out things. As you get the command grab with Kanji, Avi already knew that all you have to do is duck to avoid it. Stuff from him. Oh, nice bait on the DP. We'll seal the deal on Kanji. Alright. Then the super to punish the 5A from Razo's Weiss. Right, nice, able to recover. And they are just throwing out supers like crazy. He drops the combo at the end, gets the hit, and is able to get the kill. So Avi's going to bring himself to match Razo. It's going to be 2-2. Whoever wins the next game is going to take this match. Alright, we back to the character select. Avi is locked in. Looks like he's got Yang and Hakumen. Looks like Razo is getting locked in with Iko and Akihiko. Alright, so they got their picks locked in. see if either of these guys has any knowledge of either of these characters.
Okay, let's see who's stronger. Would you care for a match? Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Alright, so Razo backing up, Avi holding forward. Also able to get a nice hit from the Akihiko assist, using Avi to burst. Tries to go in, but gets the hit with the counter there from Hakumen. That's one thing, scary thing about Hakumen is he can always throw out that EX counter on Wake Up to get some of the mix-up attempts. So Hakumen kind of hurting, forced to switch into game. So pressing these buttons with kind of build up some fire and get some higher damage. Oh, nice hit there from Razo. Avi throwing out the random super, gets punished, so he's forced to burst. Trying to find a hit with Hakumen. Really kind of awkward if you don't know the character. Oh wow, he gets the full kill on the Akihiko assist. Think he's gonna be able to, yeah. Nice punish there. It's probably going to resonance. Oh no, keeps it nice and simple. Gets the air combo into super, and Avi's gonna take it 3-2 over Razo.
Atone for your sins.
If you want to trade punches with me, you should know what you're in for. Every hit you land just makes me stronger.
Alright, thanks again, guys, for joining this BBTAG all random tournament to commemorate the 2-year anniversary of BBTAG's release. Thanks for Guzman Gaming for hosting. So yes, every match, if you're just tuning in, every match is random select. Whether you win or lose, you do have to go back and random select again. We just finished watching Avi fight Razo, and now looks like we're going to be having Ultimate Lotad and Heroic Blade. We're getting the match underway. So it looks like Heroic Blade is locked in with Teddy and Makoto, and Lotad is locked in with Now It's Okay and Batista. I definitely could see Now It's Okay and Batista being a pretty good team, actually. Don't know if Lotad knows how to do either of them, but it definitely could be a thing. I'm not really sure what kind of synergy Makoto and he may have. We'll find out.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Alright, so Heroic Blade finding the first hit with Teddy. And gets caught on the Batista assist. Nice bait on the burst there from Lotad. We get a full conversion, but is able to find a hit with the Batista 6P. Oh, runs in with the 5C. Tad not ready, or sorry, Heroic Blade not ready for it. Heroic Blade with the wake up DP from Batista, gets the cross off, but not quite able to convert. Right, up the DP, but not able to get a full conversion from it. It seems like Heroic Blade doesn't really grasp on Teddy. With Teddy, you want to be throwing out that 5V, the bat, that's very big, long range normal. It's the hit with the Batista super, not quite able to convert. Koto doesn't really have much health left, so I say that she gets hit with Batista assist. So he's gonna come in. Heroic Blade to resonance. Caught with the Batista assist to the Phantom Pain. A Lotad just gonna go ahead, throw out the 5C combo, and secure the first game. Heroic Blade.
It's kinda nice having someone around to watch my back.
Get ready!
Alright, so it looks like Heroic Blade is locked in with Hazama and Blitz Tank. Then we got Tad locked in with Narukami and Batista again. Super interesting how a lot of these players keep getting locked in with one character and then getting locked in with the same character the next round. Ultimate Lotad keeping it nice and simple. Gets the hit with the Batista assist, goes straight into super. Keep it nice and easy. Just finding all the ways to get the unburstable damage, only forcing Heroic Blade to burst and get the hit on the burst. Right? Heroic Blade finding a grab again. You can tell he does not know how to convert off of Hazama's grab. Hazama definitely a weird character. If you don't play him, you have a hard time. To get paired up with Blitz Tank of all characters, also by far the weirdest character in the game. Oh yeah, this is gonna be hard. Narukami definitely one of the easier and at the same time stronger characters, so not too hard to navigate him. Don't necessarily have an Narukami. I find a hit. Heroic Blade is kind of doing anything he can right now to try to get some kind of hit with Hazama. Nice blocks on the active switch, but then gets hit from the Narukami assist from behind. And Lotad's going to go up 2-0.
Your attacks cannot penetrate the Crimson Wing's defense. Your combat capacity...
Lotad's getting pretty fortunate picks here. We're going to go back to the character select. Who they get? Heroic Blade looks like he's ending up with S and Waldstein. Lotad ending up with Tager and Merkaba. So again, seeing Tager come up in the random selects. This is the 5th time we've seen Tager come up in random select. Like, I almost think we need to like throw in a pot bonus every time Tager gets picked. Skipping the intros, going right into it. And Heroic Blade backing up, but getting caught by the Tager assist at the start. And Lotad just sitting on the other side of the screen, pulling Tager, and then trying to do the command grab with Haba. Nice and safe. That's definitely. And Lotad throwing out these DPs like water, hitting all the meter on the EX Spark Bolt. They're trying to get something started. Beats the command grab. But Haku clearly does not have much of an understanding of Waldstein. He's just trying to get something going. Right, a very simple cross combo there. Right, gonna DHC to punish the DP. All right, nice burst punish. But not able to convert with Wald. The thing is like if you don't like Wald is kind of a big slow character, but if you don't play him, you don't have an understanding of how he works, it can be really weird to navigate. Oh, Lotad tried to get the command grab super, but he got hit by the air C. Waldstein on the wake up. Lotad just going to sit on the other side of the screen, throw these fireballs. Nice to get a command grab super, doesn't quite work out. Lotad jumps out. Heroic Blade forced to go into Resonance. Gets the cross-up jump B from Merkaba. Quite able to convert the combo fully. Right, so gets the hit with the Tager assist, able to convert into the 5-8 combo and seal a deal. So Lotad take it 3-0 over Heroic Blade.
Okay, is this working?
Yes, it is.
Alright. Apologies
Hey,
for showing up late.
Oh, that's okay. I know things get busy.
Yeah, I was just running into a bunch of problems, but yeah, I'm back.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks for hanging. You've been so far. You still there? Did I lose you?
What's up?
Thought I lost you.
Oh, no.
You been today?
Doing alright. Just, like, I just had to reinstall my OS on my laptop, and, like, for whatever reason, it just went haywire, and my buddy and I just spent the, like, last, like, 3.5 hours, just trying to get it in.
Okay. Well, sorry that happened. Alright, so who do we have coming up on stream right now? Looks like we got Mystery Racer versus Heroic Blade. The Animal tournament has been quite interesting to watch. So Mystery Racer ending up with Yosuke and Naoto S, and Heroic Blade ending up with and Izayori. So Mystery Racer is actually a Naoto S main, and this is the second time that he's gotten her in Random Select. The privileged Random Select choices here so far.
I'd say this is probably just gonna be a pretty. I feel like this might be a one-sided match for Mystery Racer, just showing off their proficiency with Naoto right now.
And the first time he was on stream, he got Adachi, and I forget the second character, and then right after that, he got another character and Naoto, and now that he's on stream again, he got Naoto again. So his random select has been pretty on point so far today.
Yeah, and it looks like they're also pretty proficient with Yosuke. Doing some solid stuff, or maybe it's just they know their stuff. It looks like so.
You can see he's got some idea how to play Yosuke. Obviously not a seasoned Yosuke player, but he at least seems to have an idea of what his moveset is.
Is that me just like things super delayed?
I don't even know what happened. Things were happening. Yosuke was slipping, and then all of a sudden there was knees in Akihiko's face. That's all I know.
Yeah.
But Mystery Racer going to take the first game there over Heroic Blade. They're going to return to Random Select. And yeah, win or lose, Random Select every match. Alright, so Mystery Racer getting locked in with Mai and Chie, and Heroic Blade getting locked in with Hyde and Batista. So that's actually a pretty strong pick there on Heroic Blade's side. So if he has any idea how to use either of these two characters, I'm pretty sure he might be able to seal this up.
Let's take him out with a bang. Can't escape from crossing fate.
I've seen this team before, but DP assist right to start of the match.
That's right.
Like 1.3 right now.
That is what Mai is. He is a DP plus assist character. Alright, and Mike. Nice happy birthday there. He falls out.
Yeah, showing you just overall flutter with the like the Chie. I'm guessing that's her 60 and a cross combo for a sandwich situation.
Absolutely. Like that's what the cool thing about Chie is. Even if you don't know the character very well, did you know that you can just create your own sandwiches with the 16?
Yeah.
Alright, so that was kind of cheeky. He called the My Assist and then went into the Chie Meteor Super and then was able to active switch into Mai while the Meteors are still on the screen.
Fortunately, Mai's gonna go down to a DP.
There's gonna be a lot of DPs with character unfamiliarity and people not knowing how to deal with situations. So there's gonna be a lot of kind of random DPs.
Oh, nice DP in response to the 5C, and
Alright. Blade going in, getting the hit. BBTA to the corner. Mystery Racer kind of relying on the meteors.
Trying to make something happen, but oh no, yeah, just DP again.
Alright.
Yeah, especially with counter DPs, it's usually a pretty weird timing. Oh, that was a nice use of the EX Dragon Kick to get over the laser beam.
That absolutely was very smart. Oh, but he gets hit with the 5C.
And that's it.
North Blade able to tie it up 1-1.
Shifting to sleep mode.
Man, I just want to go home already. How much longer are the two of us gonna have to fight?
To borrow a human phrase, God only knows.
Right, so they're locking in their picks.
We're getting Celica Hilda versus Rachel
Yosuke.
Interesting.
I've said that, like, if I was some kind of asshole, that I would just play Rachel Yosuke and just fly around and do dumb shit and frustrate people all day. Luckily, I hate Yosuke. I can imagine, like, in the right hands, if a Yosuke, if there was a player that enjoyed both Yosuke and Rachel, it would be one of the most annoying teams to fight in the whole game.
Oh, I'd imagine. Wait a minute. Oh, so Mystery Racer has some proficiency with Hilda. I think he's still better actually. Laser Beam and Celica coming out. I like it so far.
Yeah, me too. And keeping it nice and simple, just throwing out the 5Bs, getting random hits, bringing a super, not too hard.
I think the overall pressure for Mystery Racer's team, making it work out really nicely so far.
Absolutely. And nice blocks there from Heroic Blade. Gets hit at the very end.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's interesting about Celica. If they're deep into the corner, it won't side switch, so a lot of people get thrown off guard.
Right. Right, Mystery Racer finding his way in with Hilda. It's the DP to punish the first. It goes into Tempest Dahlia.
Oh. Raging Demon does not connect. Oh, but DHC Battle Step is gonna connect. That might? No, it's
not. No, Hilda has booty damage.
Yeah, the main thing that I was banking on is that because it was a DHC super, it does a fixed amount of damage. So, and it's also a single target hit, so I was thinking that maybe it would do enough.
Guess not in Hilda's case.
Yeah.
Alright, the GP just connecting left and right.
And Mystery Racer takes that with a pretty clean, convincing fashion.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, like, Yosuke and Rachel are both really weird characters, and if you don't know how to use them, you're gonna have a lot of trouble just figuring out how to get a hit and how to convert, especially with Rachel.
Right.
Because Rachel, you have to know how to manipulate the wind properly. Like, even for Rachel players, Rachel converms are wonky. So yeah, I'm not too surprised that Hero or Mystery Racer was able to take that one.
Oh, dang, these. I'm a little suspicious of this these random selects right now.
Well, Ruby?
Imagine picking random select and getting Ruby and Yang.
Yeah, and also, like, I've played Adachi Blitztank and the team works out kind of nicely.
I believe it. Like, you just do normal Adachi things, and eventually you can call tank into beast, and you can probably get 3 unblockables.
Oh yeah, like that's basically the whole point of the team. Just like Adachi's like the forefront of it all, and then he just has to have a nice Dizio set up into. Yeah, there we go.
That's gonna be able to punish, but he doesn't know the punish. Unfortunate. He could have just dashed forward for punish.
Yeah, it could have been that, and I know, like, the main way to punish is you spend a meter for push block, so Ruby doesn't go that far.
Right.
But, you know, that costs a meter, and maybe they didn't want to spend it.
Right.
Oh, Ruby's almost dead. Better be careful.
Okay, so we got Yang doing Yang things. Tried to get the Zeo switch, but Mystery Racer knew how to punish it.
Just gonna cash out earlier. It's probably gonna be a nice, almost 8K. Oh, armor versus armor! I love it.
Don't get to see that too often.
Yeah. I remember one time at I forgot, but it was a 2.0 like public test, and basically they did an interaction between Blitztank's armor and Yang's armor, and in short, Yang's health basically just went down to about a quarter, just because of like the way it interacted with Blitztank's moves and armor.
Yeah, that's funny, and Yang does take a lot of health if you have multi-hitting moves going against her armor, so I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
So, Mystery Racer forced to resonance with Ruby. Dark Blade keeping it nice and simple, trying to get the EX Persona drop, doesn't quite work out. We're banking on that right now. It's a nice punish there. And Heroic Blade able to seal it out. I think that's going to be 1 Heroic Blade?
Yeah, I think.
1-1.
I think it's 2-1?
I think that's 2-1.
Yeah. Or is it? Well, I'm seeing on the screen 2-2 actually.
Oh, okay. Right, and Mystery Racer now getting U13 and Blitztank, so now it's his turn to play Blitztank. And Heroic Blade getting Riha and Aegis.
It's gonna be interesting. Honestly, in my personal opinion, I feel like that just learning Blitztank, just like taking like a few minutes to like learn how this character works will like help out a lot, because there's always that surprise pick on Blitztank, and if your opponent doesn't know, they'll get blown up.
Absolutely. Mystery Racer just sitting back, calling new 6E, and just throwing out the unblockable with Blitztank, hoping to get a hit. It seems to be working out so far.
I think a pretty faithful zoner team, and just using DP to just avoid any advances.
Yeah, and Heroic Blade not really knowing what to do about this. This is kind of great.
Did that worked? And that's oh no. That's a multi-hitting super, so it's not going to do as much, but it's going to get super close. And going to get a punish right there, but not a huge one. Oh, the armor!
It's an overhead. Mystery Racer is making this work.
Yeah, Blitzing in the danger zone now, but I think there's a lot of unfamiliarity on Heroic Blade's side on these two characters, so just trying to make stuff work out and getting hit with a 5C and a Marvelous, an extra stick of butter.
Right, but this time Heroic Blade coming in, pressing the button. Just a resonance. Nice grab punch from Mystery Racer. I'm actually really surprised. I kind of figured that Heroic Blade might have the better chance of winning there, just because Mew and Blitztank are such good characters, but Mystery Racer was, like we saw earlier, was able to just kind of have the new 6P go into resonance and then just kind of keep calling it and do random things with making it work out.
Yeah. I mean, the team, like, I feel like in theory the team works because it's just, especially with New's Spike Chaser assist, there's just so much ground that gets to get covered, and there's, like, a lot of, like, mental frame data into whether you should go in or go out.
Right. I mean, it worked out, so good stuff to him. Mystery Racer actually going to take that game, so he's going to move on. I think next up we have Avi 158 and Lotad, Ultimate Lotad. We'll be right back. I'm going to grab some water.
Alright. Honestly, I think this team is, like, I feel like this tournament is going to unlock some hidden tech that not many folks would would consider.
Like, I actually now want to go lab with
Yeah. I know that, like, with... oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, all I know is that for Blitztank, I know a few of his best partners are like Yang, Akatsuki, and Adachi. I know he has a myriad of teams that could potentially work. I mean, shoot, GC Yoshi even uses Yosuke Blitztank, but that's just more of like Yosuke with Blitztank 4P in the background. So at the moment we're gonna get Lotad versus Avi. I'm just waiting for Lotad to come through.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, welcome back.
Alright, so what are we waiting on? Are we waiting on me?
No, we're waiting on Lotad to swing by.
Okay. Yeah, like one thing that's really weird that I've noticed a lot so far in the tournament is it seems like a lot of people will like they'll do their first pick, and then when they play the second time, they'll get a repeat of one of the characters they picked the last time. I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
Also, Tager has come up in random select the most. So far, I've seen Tager 5 times.
I mean, like, honestly, for me personally, like, Tager's pretty fun, and I play him off to the side.
Okay.
So, like, it's always fun seeing Tagers, in my opinion.
I mean, some interesting Tager interactions. But it looks like we finally have both of our guys here. We got Avi 158 locked in. Oh, I'm sorry, Lotad on the left, on the first player side. So he's locked in with Yumi and Yukiko, and then Avi 158 locked in with Yang and Akihiko.
Dude, these teams are actually like something that I would see like normally too. I know Bagi-chan used to play Akihiko Yang, so like, oh man, what a. I'm getting extremely suspicious of these setups now.
Right? It's funny because like I feel like Yukiko and Yumi would actually be a pretty strong team for Yukiko. Yeah, the Yukiko players, the few Yukiko players that you do see, I've never seen her played with.
Yeah, I have seen a few people play before, but not anybody to my knowledge recently.
Okay.
There's definitely a thing though.
Absolutely. Lotad showing that it can be a thing. Tries to go for cheeky stuff. It goes into 5D into 5C active switch.
Nice defense right there by Avi. Yeah, still on a very still a very uphill battle for them to climb at the moment. They get the pillars, they're gonna get smacked.
I think you got the wrong super there. Alright, looking for the random super from Yang. Interesting punish there, but it works out.
Yeah, those flame pillars are like one of the most, like, they're scary and they're frustrating to do because it hits low, and then also the hitbox on the pillar itself is pretty big. Like you can catch, sometimes the tail end of some characters jumps.
Hey, yeah, like she's got really interesting screen control. Like it's not the greatest, but also like if you're not used to it, she can actually be kind of weird to deal with. Ultimate Lotad seems to be making it work. I mean, just trying to find his way in and get a hit. Not really working out.
Yeah, I'll be just trying to make something happen, but unfortunately that looks like the end right there.
So Lotad gonna take the first game. the thing about it is, like, even though Lotad didn't know Yukiko well, like, you could see that he was just doing basic BB tag fundamentals, like, for jumping over him, calling assist from behind, putting him into weird sandwich situations. And, like, that's what's really interesting about this game is, like, even though you have, high-tier characters, low-tier characters, that type of thing, as long as you know how to abuse the game system, you can kind of really make anyone work together.
Yeah. I remember when I played against Kiyomi like a long time ago. I think this is like at the beginning of, it was like probably like a couple months into, or like a month or two into 2.0, and he was just saying like I don't really play like a specific set of characters, I just play the game.
Right. And like that's the thing is, like, as long as you know how to play the game, anything can work.
Yeah.
Right, so Lotad getting locked in with 9 and Mai, and Avi with Adachi and Liz. Now this is actually a team that I've labbed a little bit, and they actually do have some pretty good stuff.
I feel like, especially with characters like Adachi and Elizabeth, these two, I just feel like they're, especially with their assist toolkit, it's just they're able to facilitate so many characters, and when you have two characters with both good assist, I feel like they just work extremely well together.
Absolutely, and they both have really good full screen presence. Going in behind the Liz assist.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. That was a nice 4A there from Lotad.
Trying to get
Trying to get some cheeky stuff set up. It kind of works for a little bit. And able to get a full conversion.
Oh, I've got some combos with Elizabeth.
And he does. Don't want to get her out though. He does. Smart stuff.
Use cross range, good safe jump setup. Cross combo. Trying to make something happen here. Nice 4P right there.
Absolutely.
But fortunately not a good
version. Alright, nice 2B there from Avi. Find his way in. Oh, that could have been the end of Liz.
Oh, but that's going to be the end of Adachi instead.
Hey, and Liz is going to come on with no health. He's going to have to resonance. Now.
See if Avi can take this back.
Oh, he's kind of finding his way around with these Mario dying. Hope he gets hit. Oh, and the thing about it, if he knew Liz, he actually could have canceled that Persona hit into Mind Charge and actually converted.
Oh, what? Happy birthday and Avi takes it? Oh, shit.
Well, that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Is that 1-1?
I think. Yeah, that should be 1-1.
Hard to keep track of like who's winning when they have to keep switching.
Yeah. It's like, who did this person play just a second ago?
Exactly. Oh wow, and they both ended up with Merkaba this time.
I am extremely suspicious of these random selects right now.
Right. Like, I think they have these already like predetermined. Looks like Lotad got Akihiko with Merkaba, and Avi got Merkaba and S.
Interesting teams right here. It's covering the course through with an assist. Classic.
Smart stuff. Goes right into the DP. Does not want to deal with the possible mix-up situation.
Pressing 5A and it works out, especially because Merkava's anti-air is his 5A.
Wait,
Wow, worked out pretty nicely.
big, and it's invulnerable. Alright, gets the EX grab. Out of random scramble situations here. Nice DP. Nice cross combo to the grab active switch. If active switch back, it doesn't quite work out.
We get a nice combo on this right here. Gonna catch up. Nice 7.4 actually. Try to run up 5C, but yeah, DP said no. Yeah, wake up super, and that's a dead on Eco, and Merkava's hurting.
Yes, he is. I have to go straight into resonance. Now just trying to find a random grab hit.
Right.
Hit on the burst.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah. And Merkava has the luxury of just enjoying not having to deal with most of his incomings.
Right. You just kind of super jump and fly for them to land.
Trying to create the space right now. It's just trying to find an opening, but I see the unfamiliarity with both of them. And
Absolutely.
it's interesting just seeing them just having these two noodle boys just swing at each other.
Right.
Well, Ted's actually got some combos. Never mind, I take back what I said.
Hey.
I don't.
Kill.
Just barely.
Oh. He's finding his way in now.
Each other. Oh, getting close head in the air right there.
Grab neutral?
Oh. Oh my god. Jeez, that was just that was extreme brain rot right there.
Right. And I was like, yo, DP, I'm not familiar with the punish. So I'm just gonna run in and bait DP again, and it worked out. So I believe that's 2-2 now.
Oh, what a nightmare.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is the fun of a random select tournament.
Oh yeah. No, I wouldn't shoot for anything. Like, it's basically cursed hours that happen right away.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be 2-2 right now, so the next, whoever takes the next game will take the full set. Their characters are locked in. Tag ending up with Mika, Azriel, and Avi with Chie and Adachi.
One of the best teams in the game, you get all randoms like that. Okay.
Right. Random select's been kind of cursed.
Because I'm seeing either like some jank team that involves Tiger or like just oh, they have an intro together.
I didn't even know that.
Cheer you on? Yeah, sure.
Alright, let's see if all he knows anything about this team. And let's see if low cat's from the cares.
Hopefully. Alright, going in a cross combo, trying to set up some cheeky stuff. Kind of working out, but you can see he's not quite familiar with the pickups there with Mika.
Low cat looks like they've got some combos at least, or at least attempted to.
Right. Lotad just kind of pressing some buttons here. It's the he getting the assist punish on Azriel. A lot of random scramble interactions. Gonna go in meteors.
Oh no, that's gonna be a dead Mika.
That was unfortunate. You're finding a lot like when people don't know the combos with the character, they're just going in straight into the 5A auto combos.
Avi's gonna take that game 4.
Absolutely.
It looked so good for Lota in the beginning, but then it just started falling apart.
Did rather unfortunate. So he's gonna move on. Next up, we're gonna have Razzo and Mystery Racer.
Oh, I'm guessing this is losers final, or I mean, or this is winners final right now. But I'm guessing we're gonna move down to losers final for Razzo and Mystery Racer.
Yeah, most likely.
Alright. So Chie Rakava, I know this is also a really good team, and I know Walt's seen Izuyoi the same as well. So this is gonna be interesting. I actually tried playing Walt's team Izuyoi a while back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not in 2.0, but in like 1.5, and I was just having like a character crisis throughout that entire patch.
Okay.
So yeah. It kind of works, but I'm not sure how it fares in 2.0.
I can see it working. I definitely like the idea of starting Wall. You can take advantage of the 6P from Izuyoi to help him get in. All that air dash in. It's a hit. So Ultimate Lotad looks like he's just trying to find a way to safely get Chie out with the meteors and punishes the burst. Little side switch combo there. And the active switch to bring in Merkaba. We getting hit with getting the teleport hit in.
Unfortunate DP, and it looks like as long as Lotad finishes combo.
Just as you say that, hit this curse.
Get into a sandwich situation. It's like Avi's just trying to fight their way out at the moment.
Yeah. Lotad, like you said, just kind of abusing the game system to try to find sandwich situations. It's kind of working out.
I feel like right there, the reason why Lotad just ran up was mainly to try and bait a burst from Avi.
Right.
So easy, or I'm not sure how this is going to work out. So easy, it kind of works, especially if they have a ton of meter, because you can just keep doing like Sonic Saber into C teleport crossups.
Right. Alright, gets a hit on the drop combo. Doesn't have to spend a meter. That's pretty good.
Teleport.
Empty teleport at that. Alright, Lotad's gonna have to get one more hit.
And yeah, there it is.
Absolutely. Looks like Lotad's gonna take it there over Avi. It's some good stuff there to Lotad. Next up, we're going to be having Razzo and Mystery Racer on deck. They're locking in their picks right now.
Platinum Akihiko? And I'm guessing Ragnar Katsuki? What is this?
Right, that is cursed. Like, Ragnar Katsuki, I feel like those are like two of the easiest characters to play, and they have like super cheap setups.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I remember Master Chief did play this team, especially at the beginning of 2.0. So yeah, I'm interested to see how this is going to work out.
They're going to have easy, unblockable setups. Ragnar with super good buttons. So we'll definitely see how this goes.
Just remember, when in doubt, beat Tatsu out.
Right. Down for that Ragnar 5A round start.
Yeah, Ragnar 5A round start. Oh. Cross combo.
Tatsu assist.
Oh my god, that actually worked out. Honestly, that was really sick.
Alright, Razo just trying to find something, and Mystery Racer not letting him have it.
Oh my god, that was super smart for Mystery Racer to just cover Katsuki's C Tatsu when he got push blocked.
Right.
That was really nice. God, that was freaking genius, actually.
What? And he gets a happy birthday on the Wake Up Super.
And getting with Wake Up Super right back.
No, he didn't finish the combo!
I think that was probably a 4A and there's probably not much to do after.
Hey.
And Agigo getting clipped in the back here. I'm gonna make something work out. Yeah, just, you know, every now and then you just gotta do raw 5D. I'm guilty of that.
It's true. Platinum's got really weird confirmed. I'm not too surprised that that Razo lost that one. Mystery Racer gonna take game 1. Platinum's a really strange character. Like, that's definitely not a character that you're gonna be like, oh, I just got her in random select, and you're gonna know how to get hits with her on the fly.
Yeah. As far as I know, one of her assists is RNG, from what I know.
2 of her assists are RNG.
Oh.
6P and 4P. The only difference with 4P is she did get a change in 2.0 where 4P now has an anti-air hitbox before it actually does the RNG part of the assist. So that makes it a little bit more consistent to use it as an anti-air.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and we're getting Izuyori walled again.
Interesting.
Mystery Racer.
No. Got confused because I still saw Avi on the screen on the auto pass, so I thought they both got Izuyori walled.
Oh yeah. And on the other hand, Mystery Racer got Weiss 9, so that's gonna be interesting.
That's actually a pretty scary team.
Yeah. I know it works, but I don't know the intricacies behind it.
Yeah. Definitely 2 characters that you're gonna have to play often in order to make them work fully together.
I'll show you the meaning of scorched earth. Or would you prefer to learn white?
Can't escape.
Alright, so Razo gonna have to respect the Mystery Racer buttons. Yep.
Oh, just going for raw 2C, actually working out there.
Yeah, absolutely. He kind of knew that a Mystery Racer was going to go for the cancel. Good stuff to call that out.
It's going for...
Alright, you see Razo getting some stuff started. Really has some wall knowledge. Going to carry her to the corner.
I'm gonna go for a wake up super, but that was a safe jump and baiting the burst, but not getting it punished, especially because of Weiss's interesting burst that honestly saves her a lot.
I hate Weiss's burst so much. Thing is almost impossible to punish.
Yeah.
And Razo just trying to find some hits here with Izuyari.
You're gonna get a nice cross combo situation. Let's see what Mystery is gonna do with this. Not gonna get a lot, and Weiss is down. That did a lot.
It really did. Well, it was counter hit, so no surprise there.
Being a little wary, but
I think he might have been able to go into the full screen super and punish that.
yeah. Was it just me, or did it look like Razo was gonna do 2C, but then cancel it into the DP anyway?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there. It was a weird interaction.
It looked like the startup frames of like Waltz 2C, and it's just like, oh no, I'm gonna DP instead. I don't care.
I don't really know what happened. That was weird. Either way, Razo takes it.
Hyde Hazama. Interesting.
That actually is a legit team. There's a Japanese player that plays that team, and it's pretty good if you know how to play the characters together.
Oh, it's gonna be interesting. Ragna Labyrinth, huh?
Yeah.
SoCal and a character that I want to play, but just, you know, just can't.
Yeah. I mean, he could put Lapras on point and just do air dash B, call Ragna assist, and get pretty free sandwich situations. So
Get ready.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see how this works out. Also I'd say with Hyde Hazama, I know that Hyde especially, like, I can see his team working out, especially with like Hyde in the back because his toolset is so good.
right. Oh, he can cover Hazama very well.
Nice punch on the 4P, but not getting a full combo. It looks like both of them are just trying to make the best use out of their 4Ps right now.
Right. Right. First the combo.
So he's just getting a lot of guillotine max. Unfortunate right there. You get not a great punish. Yeah, not a great punish either by Mystery Racer.
Nope, not at all.
Trying to get stuff right. Not sure what Razzle just ran up. Maybe he was trying to steal a phone?
I don't know.
Oh, just the Ronnie, I love it.
Oh
no. It's gonna do a good amount of damage on Lapras too. That was 6.7, damn.
It really was. Good stuff. Just the resonance. The super on the active switch, it works out, but quite a punish. But, you know, Mystery Racer is going to take that one, so it's going to bring it to 1-1 here. It's really funny watching random select and watching people just try to, like, figure out, like, how do I hit this? Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
There's so many, like, really weird characters that, like, you don't, main that character, like, you'll just have no idea, like, how to convert things. Kazama, for instance.
Yeah. I don't see Hazama that often, but I just know that, like, I just from a glance, it looks like a character that's too weird for me to play.
But yeah, I've actually labbed him a little bit just out of curiosity, and like he is a really strange character, and like so after actually like messing with him, he's definitely one of those characters where you're like people that play Hazama, like you know they just love Hazama because definitely not a character that most people are going to touch and be like, wow, this character's interesting. I like this character.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Okay, so Razo getting locked in with Ragna and Noelle, and then who did Avi have?
Carmine and Line.
Oh, okay, interesting. I can see it working. Sorry, I'm not Avi, Mystery Racer.
Yeah. Trying to get the DRM right there. Interesting. They get thrown back to their troubles.
The thing about Mystery Racer's team is like Carmine can just kind of press good buttons and get done without you knowing a whole lot about the character.
That was a nice 9K right there. And going for the classic safe 5C into DP. This could kill as long as Blazblue. Oh no. But that was a nice 7.9, so
What?
Not too many regrets. But gonna go into the Bloodhouse. Gonna get a good amount of health back and probably cross rate as well, yeah. So
Absolutely. Get him out, let him heal.
yeah, Mystery is actually showing there a little bit of proficiency with both of these characters.
Hey, absolutely. I even get happy birthday by Noelle.
Line dropped out and then went back into it, but the super's gonna miss.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It's an easy. Just gonna go ahead. Go straight into super and DHC. First stuff. Although Noelle is gonna go down. And they're gonna come in, nice blocks. Go the resonance.
Nice anti-air boot. Oh, with the big ass Pisceans from Line coming in nicely right there. He got a raw super, but gonna. Oh no. Thankfully, Mystery Racer did DP right there. So no, got punished for it. But this is a one-touch game for either side at this point.
Absolutely is. Mystery Racer probably going to want to activate Resonance pretty soon. Or just start a random Gauntlet Hades.
I like it. It's going the SoCal way, but Mystery Racer gonna take it 3-1.
Too bad.
Good stuff to Mystery Racer.
I've spent more time around.
I crush anyone who pisses me off.
Right, so Mystery Racer going to close out that game there. Once again, guys, thank you for joining us with this BBTAG All Random Select Tournament to commemorate the 2-year anniversary of BBTAG's release. Also, thanks for joining us.
Much appreciated. As to be expected, especially with all random, it's bound to be quite cursed.
Right, absolutely. Got Ultimate Low Tab sitting in winners finals. Right now, we're gonna have, I think, Avi versus Mystery Racer.
Yeah, we're in the lose final. Yeah, so Avi versus Mystery Racer.
Sorry, Ultimate Low Tab sitting in grand finals. Avi and Mystery Racer about to run this losers finals match. Looks like Mystery Racer's already in. Avi's in. Hitting their random selects. Alright, so it looks like Mystery Racer got Naoto K and Hyde, and Avi got Yosuke and Ragna.
I think these are pretty interesting teams. I feel like Naoto and Hyde would work out pretty well together.
I agree. And I could actually see Yosuke and Ragna doing some damage as well.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's kind of like the embodiment of SoCal with that team. So.
100%. 100%.
Definitely not out of the realms. But I'll be looking like they have some proficiency with Yosuke at the moment.
Hey, it's a nice little DP punish. Mystery Racer trying to find some hits there with Now It's Okay. Definitely like kind of a weird character to confirm with.
Yeah. Like for me personally, I want to play Now It's Okay, but like I just can't like anything with like some pretty precise combos. It's just I can't play them.
Yeah, it's hard because like I want to play him too. I think he's super sick. Unless it's like I already play Rachel, you know what I mean, and I already play a character that is really specific with their confirms and stuff. Like I don't want to play another one.
Yeah.
Alright, well, Mystery Racer looks like he's got these cross combos, and just as I say that, drops it at the very end.
Kind of worked out, but getting a good gut check to Ragna and not take him out.
Gets a grab.
EX1 that actually connects.
It worked out.
Gonna get a nice 7.5. I don't know why Yosuke used that damage, but it worked out.
And now Mystery Racer just backing up, not wanting to deal with the Yosuke BS.
Oh, that was a nice covering of. I feel like it's been recently the name of the game with a lot of this stuff. Is that they just a lot of team comps have usually somehow integrate a way to do raw super with the 4P to cover them.
Alright. And like I didn't even see Hyde come out when he did that. Like just all of a sudden there was a 4P in his face as well. 6P, sorry.
Yeah.
Mystery Racer taking that first game there. All right. So Mystery Racer locking in Platinum and Tager. This is the Tager's 6th showing so far. I'm getting Blake and Jin. I want to say Tager has been the most shown character on this entire tournament. I want to say second is probably like maybe Merkaba.
Stay in the shadows like the beast you are.
I mean, we did see like a few Merkabas like just recently, like in these past few games, so most likely.
Alright, and Avi just taking advantage of the big Blake buttons from the 5B. This way to use the assist to punish the burst. Like, that's the good thing about Blake is, like, she is, like, she does have really specific combos that you do have to know, but, like, if you're not familiar with her, you can kind of just do 5BB, to confirm into the, 214A, and get, you know, pretty basic combos.
Oh my god, nice call out.
Oh, Mystery Racer is making it look like he has a real Tager.
You know, with Tager, I remember, when, I had access to the beta right before the game came out, and I was just playing, I was having a blast with online matches. And when I found out that Tager's, what was it? His command grab was just 214 A and B. I was like, this character's gonna be so stupid. Because I was like, because this is a beta and like not many people know what's going on, I was just blowing up a lot of people by just doing 5B or 2B just to close the gap and then just 214A.
I believe, yeah, dude, like, Tager was one of those characters, like, when the game first came out, everybody would get blown up by him because, like, they didn't know how to deal with him, like, just always having magnetism, and then the random spark bolts, he doesn't have to wait for them to build, now it's just an EX move, and then, like you said, the easier command grab inputs, like, everybody was just like, this character's stupid.
Yeah. Now for a while, especially in the beginning of the game, I agreed, like, I was like, is Tager actually, like a decent tier?
Yeah, like, I thought Tager was so stupid at the start.
Yeah, because, like, you know, EX Spark Bolts, you know, fly super fast and it's basically, like, almost instant. And then, yeah, like you said, just, you know, magnetism on everything, like, everybody doesn't have to work for it. So I was like, oh, jeez.
But eventually people learn the matchup, learn how the game works.
And it's like, okay.
And he sank back down.
It's like, yeah, he's still kind of ass, but like it can work.
Got some good gimmicks.
Yeah,
so we'll give him that.
Cooperative mission?
We're getting Esley May versus Orie Lappers. Interesting.
I actually think Lene S sounds like a pretty decent team, actually.
I can definitely see it working, especially maybe in like earlier patches, but definitely I still think it's probably a viable team to work with.
I think so. I mean, I have to imagine you have pretty good screen control with the Lene fireballs and the S fireballs.
Yeah.
Mystery Racer's Lene is looking kind of hurt right now. The active switch. You can first burst. No chains.
I just saw right there, Avi was just like testing out buttons, like, okay, what does what?
Yeah, like, you can tell he's never touched Labrys in his life. Oh, and kind of a random DP there from Mystery Racer. Avi able to finish it.
That makes something work out. That 5A is actually hitting. Cross raid, not gonna kill, but gonna get very close.
I thought he was gonna block that.
Maybe they're trying to press DP, but you know, Labrys DP probably sucks that much.
Oh yeah. Alright, so Avi taking that game. Was that bring it up 2-1, 2-2?
I think that's 2-1 in Avi's favor.
Okay.
You kind of gotta smash into someone to form a bond with them. That's what helps us get strong.
They both have Elizabeth on their team.
Awesome. Akumin Liz versus Akihiko Liz.
Oh.
And that's what we were talking about earlier. Like, Liz is one of those characters where, like, you can actually just kind of play her with anybody because her assists are so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see if either of these guys have any proficiency with either Akumin or Akihiko.
I tire of this pointless chatter.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that's interesting about Elizabeth. I mean, her, like, so as a character, she's interesting, and then, but at the same, but also, just as an assist character, I would say she's probably one of the best.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like she's kind of almost like the Dr. Doom from Marvel, where like you can just pick any character plus Liz, and abuse her assist, and you've got a good team. Like that.
Yeah, Mystery Racer actually showing off that it looks like they've maybe played these characters before.
Hey, yeah, like you seem to have Hakumen down pretty decently.
Yeah. Nice bait on the first right there. We're gonna get anti for the trouble.
They're trying to find the. Oh, he didn't know the conversion. Thing about it that about Mind Charge, if you 5B with Liz into Mind Charge, then she can actually 5B again right away.
Ooh.
Gonna get the grab, resonance.
Going into the coffin. Won't kill, but gonna get extremely close.
Just as he says that, does the 214A. Had the Awakening version, so it goes full screen.
It looks like right now just Mystery Racer just trying to chip out Avi at the moment.
Tried to get cheeky, didn't quite work out. And they're just throwing out these 214As. That could have been a punish. Kind of was.
Oh my god!
for Vanguard Super, and they canceled each other out. Good stuff. Mystery Racer able to steal that one up. Tie it up 2-2. That's the thing. Liz's 360 has a lot of startup before the Hamon actually comes out. So she's just kind of stuck there in that animation. So if you're looking for it, you can definitely throw out, if you have a full screen move, and punish it.
Yeah, we saw right there with that 214A. That thing's quick as hell.
It's quick, and it's got a little bit of projectile invulnerability. So that's what also makes it good. It's crazy. They both got the same character again with Heart.
Oh my god. This random selecting is rigged.
It's super rigged, dude. I think Mystery Racer got Heart earlier in the tournament. And he was just like struggling to figure out how homing dash works. You'd see him like be full screen and then do the back homing dash and then trying to watch it like slowly carry across the entire screen.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Just starting out with a raw 5V, I like it. Mystery Racer looking like they have some calls with Heart. Oh wait. Dang, their raw 2V working out.
Oh, alright. Mystery Racer looks like he's actually played Heart before. Alright, Avi getting a nice little hit there with a Koski. Almost carries him to the corner. Alright, and Mystery Racer forced to burst out to get Koski out. The grab. Doing a 5AA combo to bring in 9 with full health. Ooh, yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think that hits.
Nice punish.
Oh, wow! The Heart Super threw him too far away for the DP to connect.
Let's
run in.
Raw 5C, or 214C. I love it.
Thought he was gonna run into the mirror.
Oh my god. They traded!
That was a really interesting trade.
Oh my god, this is...
How much craziness. Mystery Racer just throwing stuff out. He did super into DP.
And Avi just cashing out as much the the resonance right there as much as possible. Going for the raw 5C, and that super's gonna connect, and that's gonna be the end. Mystery Racer takes 3-2.
Absolutely. Yo, that was a good reaction there from Mystery Racer. Like, he heard the 5C and he's like, I'm just gonna good stuff. Alright, so Mystery Racer going to take that set. We're going to be moving into grand finals here. I think it's going to be Ultimate Lotad versus Mystery Racer.
Alright. This is going to be interesting. I wonder if it's going to go... I wonder if we're going to get a reset. Just for, like, more extra cursed hours.
Right.
Yeah, Chie, Blake, and was that what's his name? Is that Heart Elizabeth?
Heart Liz?
Yeah, I think so.
Can't forget the warm-up. Now let's do this. Go, Samantha!
Absolutely. And they got color coordinated. That's pretty sick.
Oh, interesting.
From crossing fate.
Oh, I can actually see Heart Liz being really annoying.
Oh yeah, especially once Heart gets knocked down, Elizabeth's 5T is just so good as a assist that just covers so much ground.
Right.
Or it just creates so much pressure.
It does. Right, and he's able to get the DP and the run both of his characters into the laser.
Oh, that was a nice perfect. That should be a dead Chia.
Oh, gonna spend first.
Oh, that was almost really good.
That was cheeky. Alright, switches into Liz. Like, I'm just gonna throw out these beams for the hit. Oh no! I don't know what he was trying to do there, but he got healed. Assume he was trying to go for super, and didn't realize he didn't have enough meter. Active switch? Yep. Alright, Mystery Racer getting some hits here with Blake.
Mystery's trying to make this work out, but unfortunately gonna go down right here.
Excellent. Lotad taking the first game. Lotad is on the winner side of Grand Finals, so he needs to get 2 more wins, and that will close it up. If Mystery Racer is able to bring it back with 3 wins, then we'll reset the bracket. It looks like we're going to get some more Liz.
Again? With
Waltz Liz. This is Umbriel and Hazama.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's funny, like, I've actually thought about Wall's Liz as a team. I actually think that it could probably have some pretty gross stuff, but I've never really put the time into it.
Yeah, I can definitely see it working.
I think he should have started Waldstein, but he's just gonna start with Liz. Let's have the conversion on the super jump.
Oh, that was a nice I'm not sure what his system has though. That one it basically just reflects
projectiles. Alright, well, Mystery Racer seems like he's got a little bit of Liz knowledge. Like, he seems to be able to get these hits. A wrong super. I think that happens a lot, like when you're first playing Liz, because most characters that have command grab supers, it's 2-1-4, but Liz's command grab super is actually 2-3-6. So I think that's why he did the random mind charge there.
Oh, okay.
I've even been guilty of that as a Liz player. Sometimes you just forget.
I'm trying to make it work out, but unfortunately, although the Hazama 6P connected, just that wall series is there to cover Elizabeth on the punish.
Great. And Lotad getting some hits here with Hazama. Keep the combo nice and simple. Wall going in. Tries to get the command grab, but Lotad ready with the DP. Ooh. As you can see, Hazama's confirms are really strange. If you don't know that character, it's going to be hard to just get regular combos with him. Yeah, Lotad was looking for another beam there from Mystery Racer. Tried to punish it with super, but Mystery Racer didn't throw it out. Oh, I thought that was going to be a command grab. Oh, too far. Oh no! Too far for the full conversion there. Oh, Wall goes down for the DP.
See if Lotad can definitely take this back right now. Oh, but nope. The chain game over.
As you say that, Mystery Racer finds his way in, so it's going to be 1-1.
And we're getting Waldstein again. I feel like every single time they switch over, it's just like they're gonna get a character that they played from last game.
And that's what I was mentioning earlier, like that keeps happening.
And we're getting hard again as well. Oh, God.
Running will only prolong the inevitable.
Wall Merkava? Okay, so that was my team in 1.5. Actually, still a really strong team.
I can still see, like, I could still keep up pretty well.
Oh, absolutely. Still very strong characters. They both still have, like, big normals. So they can definitely be a pain.
Looks like just going for the basic bread and butter right there for Waldstein. Trying to create space and good call out.
Absolutely. That's one thing that I feel like Wald is very privileged about having, is he's one of the only characters in the game that has an air grab. So it's a command grab. Like, that's actually a really strong tool to have. Lotad keeping it nice and simple. It's the 2 BB to the 5 BB, and just go straight into super for the kill. It's grabbed up.
Mystery Racer trying to make something happen right now with Seth. First this, but fortunately for Lotad, no punish by Mystery Racer. And going for the instant overhead right there.
And not only was it instant overhead, but it was also a cross-up.
Yeah.
So cheap. Alright, nice. Lotad. Alright, tries to get the grab active switch. Wallstein's bleeding. He's gonna switch in Merkava. Oh,
that worked out.
That was cheap. He called the Merkava assist to make Mystery Racer think like, oh, I need to block, and then he went ahead and supered before the assist actually hit. So smart stuff. Lotad only needs to win one more game, and then he will take the random select tournament.
Let's see if Lotad and Dice roll into some team that they play.
Right.
Same thing with Mystery Racer. Let's find out.
Well, up to luck right now.
Suzuno Chie. Oh god, that team is just like delete your health bar.
Absolutely. And
we're getting
Wallstein again. And was he the one that had Seth last game, or was that Lotad?
No, that was Mystery Racer.
Okay, wow. That's right. Lotad had Walled last game. This time, Mystery Racer getting Seth again and pairing him with Waldstein. These are actually pretty gross teams in theory.
Yeah.
Like you were mentioning, like Susano and Chie could just delete pretty much any character's health.
Oh, and both sides have an intro as well.
Oh.
Alright, let's see if Lotad or Mystery Racer knows anything about these two teams. And, I think Mystery Racer actually getting off to a decent start. I mean, with the combos that they were doing, it looks like they do have a little bit of knowledge with sets, but just wasn't able to put much of it into action. Dang it. Starting we have really well.
Do you know that Mystery Racer does have Seth knowledge because he does have Seth Batista as a side team? So I do know that he does know how to make the character work.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's showing right here. Yeah, Lotad is waiting and not going to be able to get a touch at all on Elson or Seth at the moment. I think we're into a weird situation. Oh, that's the first hit right there. Unfortunately, Suzuno is screwing up in 5A on the other side.
Okay. Oh, nice actor switch there from Mystery Racer. Definitely showing that he's got some stuff with his team. Alright, but
Careful.
The fireball was there.
Oh no. Yeah, just do it. Yeah, so Solo Suzuno, this is definitely doable, and this could be the start of it right here. This dunk is going to be like, oh, it's just 6K? That's still...
and that's a lot of damage for a single hit super.
Oh, try to God Transfer that. I think they were trying to do another EX sword, but got crossed up.
Ow, Mystery Racer taking that. So it's 2-2 right now. Oh, whoever wins the next one, we're either going to see the end of the tournament or we're going to see a bracket reset.
Oh, geez. One day.
Gotta hope that, then we're going to have to hope that Lady Luck is in their favor.
Also, for me personally, I think that teams with a special intro for not all of them, but I'd say for most of them, usually low-key have some synergy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like even though like it looks like some teams wouldn't work, it's like they do.
Right. Mystery Racer looks like he's getting Hakumen and Celica, Lotad with Alto S and Noel. So he's got Team Guns and Guns.
Yeah. Let's just see how this Celica Hakumen team works. Maybe a new team for me? Let's find out.
Right, I can do this.
Alright, so I hope we see a Round Star 5A.
I would have guessed that. Yep, absolutely.
Oh my god, I just saw that Hakumen 6P with Celicar. That might actually be some cheesy stuff. Oh god.
Yeah, I agree. DP there from Lotad gets the side switch with the 5P from Noel.
Just gonna put a mark on him right away.
Smart stuff.
Setting up the trap, but right now, gonna get a good amount of damage with that last streak didn't hit. Good DP as well. Oh no, he's targeting that from pocket there. Oh no. Alright, it's up to Solo Noel. Just press the B button.
Press it. You gotta be careful because Mystery Racer might have the DP come back to the Hakumen.
Yeah. And Digimon by Lotad just sniping out the assist whenever they come out.
I mean, nice punish there.
Oh,
I mean, did it with Hakumen assist behind. That would have been so sick if that hit.
Yeah.
It could bait the DP, but Celica's DP is really big.
Yeah. As far as I know, Celica's DP, it's it has invincibility and it has armor.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It's cheap.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just like the natural invincibility that comes with all DPs, and then it has armor as well, from what I remember.
So Mystery Racer able to seal that out, so we're gonna get a bracket reset here. all the more fun in in an all random tournament. We just get to see more random matches.
Elizabeth Igus. Rachel Igus.
Yes. Now, I am not gonna lie, that is a team that I have been labbing recently. I kind of feel like they're very similar characters, like they play very similarly. So like I want to actually try to implement it. My only fear though is that I feel like Rachel has really strong assists for Igus. I don't really think that Igus has the same strong assists to help out Rachel. So I'm unsure how the team may actually work out.
Yeah, I feel like I remember hearing from Yoru a while back. I think it was Yoru where when you're playing a team with Igus, it's basically all about her. From what I've just the way that her kit works and her, I wouldn't say like awful assists, but they're pretty lackluster compared to like a lot
of others. Yeah, absolutely. And like Rachel is actually another one of those characters that has a really strong assist kit. So I feel like that would be a team where you just play Igus on point and abuse Rachel's, super cheap 6P and 4P to kind of control the screen and let Igus just do her thing.
Looks like getting some nice combos, showing that they do play Yosuke quite a bit.
Absolutely. This active switch. Well, to punish, but not kill. Just goes in with the 5A. Mystery Racer gonna go ahead and and he's just trying to get any kind of hit with Rachel. Like I said, Rachel is a super weird character. If you don't play Rachel, good luck.
Just trying to make someone work out.
Hey, she's definitely not a character that you're gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna get some hits on the fly. It's not gonna happen.
She's gonna go for the raw knee. Will daggers kill? No, they never kill.
Oh, never. Like the Yosuke and Hilda curse is like you get the same with Rachel too. Like those are all characters where you're like get that last hit of the super and you're like, I don't actually know if this is gonna.
Yeah. Me personally, from I guess a more of a personal visual standpoint is with Yosuke's knee, the knee does more damage than the daggers.
Yeah.
And like for me, when I see a super, I like it when like the last hit has that like huge impact. But with Yosuke super, it's just like, oh yeah, just getting a couple like pins thrown at you. It's no big deal.
Right.
But the knee like freaking hurt.
4 Waldsteins, dude.
Yeah.
Stop. Wald Yumi versus Lene Wald.
Oh god.
It seems I have no choice but to fight.
I can see Wald Yumi being really stupid.
Oh
really
yeah.
Stupid. Like the respan potential with that team, like the worst thing that you could give a character like Wald is the respan potential.
Yeah.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Oh my god, to start off with a rock. Oh my god, you do so much. That did 9K?
Ow! Ow! And gets the active switch bait on. Oh yeah, Lene is dead.
Just like that.
So cheap, so much damage. Does that have wall combos too? Oh, he does, but just drops it.
That coming on its for me, I've never been able to get it down 100%.
Oh, the air dash back B, the wall. It's kind of wonky. That's one of those things where like if you lab it in training mode for maybe like 20 minutes, you'll get it down.
Yeah, DP, this is a starter bit for low tap. And that's another combo, as I know that instead of doing the air dash, back air dash, jump B, I know that you can jump forward and do jump AA and then TP.
That's the easier version. It does less damage, but like if you're not consistent with the air dash back B, then it's definitely a good option. Resident Super 6K.
It's gonna wake up with that.
As well, why not?
Yep, and that's gonna be game 2.
So is that Mystery Racer low right now?
I think it's 1-1.
Do not be ashamed. You were both very impressive.
Thanks for keeping me honest, because I'm like, I am completely losing track of these games.
Yeah, no, I just have Guzman stream up and I'm just looking at the numbers.
Smart. Alright, so Mystery Racer getting Hilda and Yosuke, and Ultimate Lotad with Aberus Ragna the second. So this is the second time. I think this is the first time this tournament where we've seen an actual like repeat, full team repeat.
Get ready.
Well, maybe there's some hidden take between Ragna and Labras.
I messed around with Labras a little bit before.
Yeah, I've tried so hard to make them work, but I just couldn't.
I feel like she can, but like I feel like she's really specific. Like I feel like her whole game plan is to just like air dash B and side switch and put them into sandwich situations.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be her whole game plan because she doesn't have like really strong mix-ups.
Yeah, like she mainly gets away with big buttons, and like one of the things that is a huge struggle, especially in this game, it takes most of the time it's like there are specific combos that'll get you from green axe to red axe in one combo, but the moment they get opened up and have to block, you're going straight back down to like blue or white axe. So it's just so hard to keep the momentum going. Rather, like I remember seeing this one. It was basically just like a parody comic on just how Labras works, and it's like, yeah, it's just like Labras trying to promote, like, oh yeah, put me on your team. And it's like, I got Akiko on speed dial because he can do the same thing you can do, but just a lot more consistent.
Right. He'll always get the red combo no matter what.
Yeah.
I think going into some cross combo stuff. Get Labras out.
Oh no, happy birthday, Labras might go down. And Mystery Racer's got this combo.
Ow! Good stuff there to Mystery Racer, able to get the kill on Labras. Tad still has resonance available though. Looks like it's only level 1 though.
Oh no, that was probably supposed to be a super, and Mystery Racer's gonna go up 2 games. Gonna be
right, so Mystery Racer's sitting on tournament point right now.
You were so close. I have so much more to give. If only you could.
Unfortunate for Lotad. Let's see if they can keep their composure and get some, or at least in the next game, get a good second. Oh gosh, this looks like a team Kiyomi would play.
Right, Juve tank. Versus Team Raiden with Seth High.
What is this? SoCal's invaded the curse out. Actually, I feel like we've panded that. Yeah.
Right.
This is basically Raiden versus Kiyomi.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I can actually see, like, Jubei tank doing some pretty cheeky stuff, because Jubei actually has some pretty good high-low game, and he actually has some really good cross-ups. So I could actually see this team working.
Yeah. Especially since, like, Blitztank's 4P is such a huge hitbox, it works so well with any character.
Right, especially a character like Jubei that kind of likes to be airborne, so it's nice to have a really big 4P to kind of back that up.
We're seeing right there, and oh my gosh, that was a raw hit. Yeah, Jubei's dead.
That was really weird. I didn't expect that to happen. Like, that he had the hits on Tank, but then the last teleport actually went to Jubei instead of to Tank. I mean, that's why he got hit. That was really weird.
Did it go for... Oh, yeah. So, as far as I know, that only has, like, 1 frame of vulnerability. But the trade-off is that it's, apparently it's like a 6-7 frame starter?
Hey, it's really fast, but just it has almost no invul, so it's not really a good DP punish. I mean, I'm sorry, burst punish.
Yeah, because like as far as I know, like having just the no vulnerability, it's just yeah, you're not gonna get anywhere.
No, not at all, especially in this game. And Mystery Racer able to seal the deal there, taking it 3-1 over Ultimate Lotad and winning the random select all tournament. So Lotad saying he's being kind of cursed right now, not getting these supers coming out.
You really think you're worthy of carrying the insulator?
Good stuff to everybody that entered the tournament, man. Like, be able to like willing to jump into a random all tournament. I wanted to enter myself because I actually do play a pretty decent number of characters, but knew if I did that, then we wouldn't have a commentator for most of the tournament. So I was like, I'll step out.
So, oh, that was it's interesting to see, especially towards the tail of these tournaments, is most of them are trying to go off of knowledge that they've seen other people play, or it's also like just seeing the pure fundamentals of just trying to play BBTAG as a game instead of just characters.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun, really cool. You know, shout outs to all the players that showed up and decided to play in this. It was really an interesting way to commemorate the 2-year anniversary of BBTAG. So also shout outs to Guzman Gaming for hosting the tournament. He's basically been keeping BBTAG alive recently, so shout outs to him.